this is a resume of a principal / lead developer. So it's not a full stack, that's principal lead. And what we're going to look for is going to depend. So you're going to need the stack like normal, but we're also going to look for additional things like leadership. Architected is always a good word. I know I spelled that incredibly wrong, but whatever, we're rolling with our mistakes. And sort of interacting. This is sort of like an between a manager and an IC role. So we're going to need sort of like how you managed, but it's not going to be heavy. So their ratio, we do not know. They are in chat right now, so they can kind of hopefully talk to me about this. But all right, so again, not good formatting. I'm sorry, Lemon. I know you probably know that by now. Use this formatting. This is the formatting we want. And let's look this up. So, roll. New features, implementation, code reviews. Okay, so I'm going to need these bullet points. I'm going to need these bullet points to be different. So, you actually have kind of the right keywords here. So, we're going to first pick your primary stack. Now, ideally, maybe you know more than one stack because you're senior. So what we're going to want to do here is architect is good. We're going to have the summary sentence that is going to say something like architected and led our various projects such as X, Y, and Z, which were created in, and then we can do that. This is where you put your primary tech stack, which I don't know. I'm going to get whatever it is. So, and then we're going to also have AWS. So what we're also going to need to is code reviews. This is good. Java. Okay, so Java, I actually need to redo. They're talking to me. This is why they're in chat right now. So this is why it doesn't make sense. People in the video cannot see the chat, but they are talking to me right now. They are a Java developer. So we are going to want to use a little bit. Also, somebody else in chat said the better to the dev, the worse the resume, and I find that to be accurate. Honestly, that's probably pretty true. So if you are a backend Java, I need to redo this, but this is sort of what we're going to be looking for. So let's see this. So formatting we got, Java we have. What we're going to need, the first one is going to be your actual summary. So you're going to say, as the lead architect, I created stuff in whatever, Java, AWS, blah, 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 and my AWS, MySQL, and Spring Boot, along with leading code reviews and coaching mid and junior developers. That will be your basically first sentence. Then you can go into more of the details. So, like taught developers DevOps and AWS, such as IAC, and you do need to write out IAC before you use it. So it's IAC, which is, I forgot the actual thing, but you do need to have that out first. Then we can do like worked with vendors and clients by getting their specifications and building in X and Y, that kind of thing. Infrastructure as code. Yes, there we go. So you need to say infrastructure as code and then parentheses IAC, and then you can use IAC for the rest of the resume. And then I'm just going to need a little bit more. Then we have this, this is good. Actually, so this is actually solid. I just need the actual stack. So remember, the people looking at this are going to care about the tech stack more than a lot of other stuff. I know it's probably not related to how you yourself do it, but that's how they do it. So hands-on technical / senior dev, and you can actually put I wrote code every day. You run the X platform, which is built in Java, API, Python, blah, 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 blah. Do that and that. Then you're going to basically do the same. So I'm going to need better formatting, obviously. I'm going to need more sentences. But you actually have the bones of these sentences already. It's not going to be crazy. You really need 3 to 5 per each. And then you should be good. And that will both save you space and give you more of the keywords. So I think that's all I can say on this. I'm now going to work with you while you're in chat to help fix this. And then if everybody else likes this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you need more help, stop by my live stream. I'll coach you live. That's what I do. I am the Headless Headhunter, and let's go to the next resume. A resume review of a project manager. What we're looking for is PMP, CSM. Those are huge pluses. You can still get a project manager job without them. But if you have a PMP or CSM, which is, I always forget the word of PMP. CSM is a Scrum certification. If you have those, it's huge. So instead of what we're looking for with mostly like IC positions is we do want the what you've done, but we really want the how. The how you've done it is very important to this. So we're looking for, like I said, PMP, CSM, customer, stakeholders, agiles, industry, number of team members, matrix, cross-functional, and then here's where it gets very detailed, and I need this, which is the number of projects, what their budget was, how many of them you handled at once, how you used resources for success, and how you solved problems or influenced stuff. So you have all the responsibility, but none of the power, and how you use that. I know that is the case with a lot of project managers. So let's begin. Okay. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Single column. I do not think in my entire life as a recruiter I have ever seen a double column resume be better than a single column resume. Ever. I don't know why this is here. Okay, so this is a nightmare to read, and already I'm not even going to be able to do this fully. Also, I want to make sure. I know you remove this for me, but do make sure you have your phone number and stuff up here. You should have that. So, okay, don't care about this. I don't care about this. Executive summaries. There is another type of resume that I can teach that has a use for executive summaries, but 99% of the people that, like 90% of the people that come by here do not need a summary. Summaries are only used if you're using a different type of resume, which I'm not teaching, and this doesn't necessarily need, and if you're switching industries. All right, so public sector. Large to 10 legacy system. What were those legacy systems? I don't know. Deployed, okay, identity, IAM, public, managed teams averaging 15 resources each. What do you mean resources? Do you mean like humans? Do you mean, I assume you mean humans. That's just a weird way to write that. Deliver decision support used by 3,000 users. Okay, on average 10. Okay, here we go. Weekly status updates for an average 10 products, including is okay. This is solid. This updates are aligned with senior smart. Earning me feedback. This is a. I hate it when candidates do that. This is a fantastic bullet point. This right here, this is fantastic. This is amazing. I want you to write the rest of them like this. Also, stop using the bolding. The person who is in chat right now, I will get to you after this resume, so no worries. But yeah, this is a phenomenal sentence, and no recruiter is going to find it. They're going to stop here. And I don't care about any of this. I mean, the certs are important, but you need to change them. So, format it like this, okay? Format it like this. This is how I want it to be formatted. And then I want you to write the rest of your bullet points like this, because this was fantastic. And I need this stuff here written like this, all right? This was great. It's a teeny bit long, but it still gets the point across, and I like it. Also, everything should be in past tense, even if you're still there. One of my old recruiting managers taught me that, and it works very well in resumes. Is everything should be past tense, even if you are currently still working there. So there's a lot wrong here, and basically every bullet point besides that is bad. This one's okay. Again, there's no recruiter's going to find what they need. So are you even? I can't even tell what this is. So this is good, CSM, but again, they're going to miss it. So here's what I want you to do. First off, fix all of this. I don't know your education. Here it is. So I'm going to need your CSM here, then your education here, and then maybe one more cert, but otherwise that should be good. Then go straight to the work history, and then you are going to need to put this stuff into there. Single column, please. This is why, by the way, let me let everybody know in the audience, this person has a 150-to-1 ratio. That is why. Double columns are going to tank your chances. Never have double columns. You don't need all this stuff. This is what I want to see. In 99% of the cases, this is what I want to see. Although realistically, it's really this is what I want to see. But yeah, so this definitely does not pass. I don't think a lot of recruiters would even get to the good parts. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a marketer. So the problem with marketing in general for looking for a job, and with this format I have, is that two marketing associates, despite having the same name, might have a very different job. Just like two marketing managers would have a different job and a skill set. So do you need all of these? No, these are just sort of the most common ones. And it does look like there's sort of two splits where you're running a company's marketing campaign versus being an actual influencer. So this is kind of a smorgasbord of different keywords. So, but what we're going to be looking for is performance metrics, cross-functional, data-driven. Data-driven was huge. I saw that in a ton. Comfortable with analytics. Also saw that in a ton. Excel, Google Analytics, CRM systems. This also includes Google Sheets. That kind of stuff. Those were pretty big. Canva, Salesforce, and any other content management systems such as Webflow. Not preferably Webflow. That was a singular company, but such as Webflow. And then B2B, B2C, and then like TikTok, the marketing types you did. So did you do digital? Did you do print? Did you do video? Did you do, I don't know, interpretive dance marketing? And then did you do it through LinkedIn, Google, YouTube, etc., etc.? So those are the kind of things we're going to be looking for. And SEO. SEO is one as well, which I forgot to say. So let's see if this resume is working. Also, we do not know their ratio of applications to interviews. So, versatile digital journalist, don't care. Again, unless you're switching industries, you don't need a summary. Commerce product tester, excessively rigorously test 5+. Okay, fashion verticals, honest review. This actually isn't a terrible one, but the rest of this isn't. So how I would prefer to write this is, and it's really hard because it got completely cut off. I have no idea why. But fashion, beauty, and fitness verticals is going to be a keyword because that's the industry you worked at. But taking unedited videos of products and honest reviews, that's a little bit different. We want to focus more on how you edited those videos. Did you use DaVinci? Did you use a Canva, which I have used before? I don't know why I keep saying that. Like Canva is into so many things, and it's very easy to learn. That you did their performance metrics, etc., etc. So otherwise, this second one is not really a good bullet point, and the first one is kind of mid as well. Bylines and teen vegan culture, LBG identity netting, traffic impressions. So okay, here's the problem. You need context for any numbers you put in. You need context. Because netting 605 plus traffic impressions and 200 plus social media shares can be impressive, and it cannot. What was it given before? Also, freelance writer is okay. A writer, content marketer, those are sort of adjacent. But the problem is between these two, you need an equal timeline. You really do want an equal timeline. Okay, I don't think the pitch and write is okay, but the rest of it I don't. Reported, highlighting again, don't care about this. Wrote 3 YouTube scripts for a week that led to over... Again, this is important to know is I don't know who Richard Sundockham is and why 3,000 views is important. I get that 3,000 views can be a lot, but you need to tell me. And here, none of this timeline is making sense. This should be in the past, even if you still do it. Developed and researched up to 10 articles a month about AI publications for APs. Brand voice is important. I've seen that one or two. Collaborated with marketing senior writers to write case studies. Again, so, okay, here it is. SEO best practice, reducing visitors drop by. This is good, but it's all the way down here. And here's kind of my problem is I don't see a lot of these. Now, again, you're not going to need all of them. That's okay, because these are kind of two different job descriptions, but these are the commonalities between both. But I'm not seeing a lot of them. I'm not seeing that you did analytics. I'm not seeing that you're data-driven. I'm not seeing the tools you used. I didn't see Canva. Is it anywhere here? Copywriting, no, I don't see that. Oh, here it is. Yeah, skill sections don't count. You need them in the bullet points. I don't see how you used Canva. I don't see how you used Excel or Google Sheets. They're equivalent. I don't see what kind of, was it B2B? Was it B2C? I don't also see the types of marketing you did. I did see YouTube, which is good, but and I did see print, but did you do other stuff in digital and print? That's important to know. So I don't think this resume will work. The timeline is off, and I'm not seeing enough of the keywords, and most of the bullet points are not great. So I would have to say no for this, unless it was, I mean, it might work for a writing position, but those are rarer to come by. So, but yeah, even then, I'm not fully sure. So please, 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 please try to incorporate these keywords into it. These keywords are your lifeblood. The only reason... No, they're your lifeblood and everything. I need the how, the what, and the why. In fact, I actually have a saved one about how to use that specifically, which I can have here, right? So this is going to look a little odd to everybody, but this is how you use a how, what, why. So these were the keywords. We're looking up. We're moving this here. All right, that's insane. So instead of... All right, we're doing a little lesson here. Increase social media engagement by 40% through targeted campaigns. That's basically what you did. It means nothing. You could say instead, created, edited, and directed short-form videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube by using Canva to increase engagement to our sales page from X to Y over the course of a fiscal year. This gives us the what, which is the short-form content, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Gives us the how, which is by using Canva, which could also be a what as well. And then it gives us the why, which is to increase engagement of the company's sales page. I need you to write it like that. If you need to come on the channel or ask me on Reddit, I can just paste that to you because it's still in my resume guide, which I'm still working on. But that is going to be part of the issue, is I need it written like that because I just didn't see any of the keywords. So this resume would not pass. Let's move on to the next resume. This is a resume of a software developer backend. I don't know what kind. I'm going... Actually, it kind of looks like they're full stack more than backend. But anyway, all I know is I'm going to be looking for SQL and cloud. So, again, skills section isn't good. Oh, you definitely need your education. Your education should be up top. I know, unless you're a very, very, very high-level manager, you don't really care about putting the education. But for... most everybody else, your education should be at top, unless it's not related to the industry you're applying to. That is the exception to that. So I know you graduated in 2021. That's fine. It's still important to have that up here. Also, there's too much bolding, and the skill sections don't work. So, designed and implemented event-driven microservices in Java, reducing data loading times by over 70%. So I'm assuming this is a Java developer. Also, they have a 100-to-1 ratio, which is not great. And they didn't give me any other details. So I think you're Java. Let's see, use Akka. See, I don't think this is a sentence that I'd be looking for. So if this is a Java, which again, I have to, if people tell me it's a Java, I can look up better keywords. We also are missing, I would say microservices, I think are in a lot of them, but here's are the actual keywords. So Java, Cloud, Spring, Selenium, probably microservices, SQL, anything JS, JavaScript, Maven, full stack, Apache, Rust, AI, MLN, NLP, LLM. That. So I don't see any of those here. Again, the API is okay. And Java is good. I like that. I do want more though. Like, what are some other libraries you used? What are other some? Was it in SQL? But no, you have it here. Supporting both SQLite, Cassandra, maybe Cassandra. Agile is okay. Again, I keep seeing engineers with cross-functional. I don't care for cross-functional on an engineering resume. Engineers don't really need to have cross-functional. If you're doing like a lead engineer, okay. But realistically, a lot of them don't. So develop Jira. And then I don't really see anything else here. I don't see a lot here in AWS, but they may not get to this. So here's my problem with this. This is an okay bullet point. Again, not great, but not bad. This is solid. This is okay. Agile is important. You just need to know that you worked in an agile environment. But I'm missing everything else. So that's 4 things, give or take. There's Java. There's SQL. There's agile, which can be there, although it's not like the biggest thing. So it's really like kind of a half a point. And then there was, what the hell was the last one? SQL, Java, API. That was it. So, but where's the cloud? Where's the Spring? Where's the Selenium? Where's the C? Where's the Maven? Where's the any other full stack part? Where's the Apache? Where's the Rust? Where's the AI? There's just not enough here, right? Like this, yeah, I don't think I've seen Akka. So I need more, right? Like I don't care as a recruiter these 20% reductions. I see this all the time. Now this would be okay, right? If you were training people on it and you were going for a lead position, but as it is, it's not. So your bullet points are not that great, and I need a little bit more Java too. I know that sounds weird. I need Java in at least like 2 or 3 of these. So that's kind of my problem. Your education isn't at the top. You don't have enough of the keywords I'm looking for. Would this pass some? Yes. I mean, you have Agile. It's possible they'll look down to AWS down there, but I want to see any cloud. I want to see a little bit more stuff. And if you're trying to go for a lead position, I want to make sure that you've led others. So this is, instead of collaborating across functional teams using Agile, you could just say we worked in an agile environment where I, through training or coaching, led to a 20% reduction in bugs through code reviews and architecture design or something like that. So if you want to go for like a lead dev, that's okay. But again, there's not enough here that I could easily move you forward. Some roles, maybe. That's why I think this is I think this is like a D plus resume. Like it's bad, but not terrible. And a couple of changes would probably move it to a C minus, which would be like a 1 to 75 ratio. Because it's still rough out there. But yeah, I just need more. I need more. I need these sentences to be clearer. And I don't care about all these percentages and numbers. People keep flooding this with numbers and percentages. Those are not necessarily what we're looking for. So again, I think this is a D plus resume. It fails, but barely, which is why we have a 100-to-1 ratio. And let's move on to the last resume of this review. This is a resume of a thermal engineer. I've never recruited for thermal engineers. I don't think so. Maybe I did it once at Caterpillar, but it's been a while and I don't remember. So this person actually probably have a great resume. They've graduated in December. They started their job search in 2025. They're looking for new grad roles, which there's not quite a lot of them. Ideally with a focus on fluid thermal propulsion. But they have a 1 to 25 ratio, which is fantastic. A 1 to 25 ratio is very good, especially for a new grad. Your first job after college is going to be the hardest search of your life. So, I've never actually recruited, like I said, I just found these. These should be mostly accurate. We're going to look for cooling systems, thermal, CAD, anything with CAD, such as SolidWorks, Creo, MS, Google Suite Office. Yes, a couple of them had that there. Yes, it is required. You should actually put that down. FEA and CFD, no idea what those are. I said Google Office again. I am tired and I'm messing up. Then anything involving like thermal, anything with thermals, like modeling software, like ANSYS, Syndu, Fluent, or Thermalt FE. I can't pronounce any of those. So basically, we're going to be looking for any type of CAD, MS Office suites. Yes, it is important. Anything with thermal, and probably the CFD thing. So first off, your formatting is not great. It's not terrible. I want to be clear. It's not like this is graded on a scale. This would be like a B formatting, maybe a B minus. So use this primarily. It should be in the link below. None of this should be bolded. None of this should be bolded, and this should be in one line. You should be able to fix that. You can just put BS in. Honestly, this might have to be 2 lines, but it shouldn't be bolded. Ideally, you can fit it into 1, but that's not a huge deal. Then let's see, project design. Okay, so process using thermal, good. NumPy, Mat, Pilot Lab, Image, OpenCI, develop custom Python. Streamlined Python. There's a lot of Python here, and that's not what I saw a lot in thermal, but it's also possible I was looking at the wrong one. There's SolidWorks. That's good. That's something we're looking for. In Word, that's actually pretty good. It's kind of down here. So, designed a water-cooled liquid, perfectly solid work fluid mechanics. Created system curves in Excel. Yeah, there we go. We're actually seeing a lot of these. Fix up the formatting and maybe have a couple of more things from here. But again, a 25-to-1 ratio is fantastic. So I don't think you need to change much. I think this is probably already an A resume. I just want to do a couple of tweaks to turn it to like an A+ instead, which is primarily formatting because it's going to be easier to read, especially for keyword-heavy resumes such as, well, thermal engineers. And probably add, is there CAD? Let me see if there's CAD here. No, you need CAD. You have MS Office and Excel. Ideally, they should be higher if you can. And do you have CFD? No, so add CFD, add CAD, and have them a little earlier here and fix the formatting, and I think you're going to be good. But again, 1 to 25 is already great. So that's it for this video, but not the stream. If you're still here, I'm still on streaming. But please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you ever need more help, go out on my stream. I give free advice. That is my goal here. I want you all to get jobs. That is the goal. And Headless Headhunter out? I don't know how to end a video.